Hey everyone, this is Ryan from the Poke Chalet. So, I had a conversation today with someone who asked me about Prismatic, new collector trying to buy Pokemon cards for their child. And they were asking me about the costs, and I'm speaking Canadian terms and Canadian funds, the costs of Prismatic Evolutions. Now, they were telling me Amazon has a box, 6 pack box of Prismatic Evolutions on sale. So, it was 129 Canadian. That is a lot for Prismatic Evolutions. And I went ahead and I said, Costco is about to drop a big bundle. Everyone is waiting. If you want Prismatic Evolutions, wait for the Costco bundle. They're going to be selling an ETB and a booster bundle for $99 Canadian. So instead of paying $129 for a booster bundle of Prismatic, you can spend $99 and get a booster bundle and an ETB. Here I am, a Pokemon store, advertising for Costco. This is not good. This is a bad situation. And I went to my distributor and said, hey, what are you selling Prismatic Evolutions booster bundles for? Now, the good thing is they actually have them in stock. But the bad thing is they wanted 109 Canadian for a booster bundle of Prismatic Evolutions, which means, well, that's what, just under $20 a pack. So it was $18 a pack for Prismatic Evolutions from distribution. It is a shame, and it is a shame. And the reason they're doing it is because if they sold it for a reasonable price, 1, 2, 3 stores would buy everything, and they would have the whole supply. So why give a store profit when distributor can make profit? So it's fair, right? They're stores or persons, scalpers. It's the same thing. What boxes showed up here? I'll show the boxes. Oh, it's over there. I'll be right back. I left them in the other room. The only thing I did was buy myself some more Prismatic and some more Destined Rivals. The Prismatic was $3.29 for me, plus freight, plus shipping to get it here. I think the $2.80 or $2.90 for the Destined Rivals. So it all adds up. People, stores are scalpers, everyone. Unfortunately, what's happening is it's just a matter of costs getting passed on. So my customers, when I got the Mewtwo and the Charizard lenticular boxes, my customers like, can I buy them all? And it's the same thing that would happen, right? You have a good price, and one customer would buy them all, right? And it's fair for them to ask. It's just like the Prismatic Evolutions. If they were selling Prismatic Evolutions for $40 Canadian a bundle, I would buy them all, right? That's the way it works. I'd buy them and make my margins and be happy. But that's the situation. Because demand is so high, everyone has a high price, and it sucks. And I hate that someone will contact me and ask me about a product, and all I'm going to tell them is don't buy from me. I don't have any Prismatic Evolutions, but don't buy from me. Go to a friggin' Walmart. 2 years ago, year ago, this was not going to happen. Like, no one with a store would say, hey, go buy from Walmart. Go buy from Walmart. If anything, we were like, people are so stupid. They're buying from Walmart. They're spending $6.99 for a pack of the latest set. And most stores were, selling them for like $5 a pack, something like that. So stupid buying from Walmart. They're paying $60 for an ETB. Yeah. So that was the situation. The tables have turned. Pokemon has decided that the best place for them to sell their product is definitely not through distribution, not through stores like ours. It's through the Walmarts, through the Costcos. And boy, are we angry. Are we angry about it? And there's nothing we can do. I think it's a good thing that Costco is getting these bundles. It's going to be bad for Costco and bad for people who want to respect the hobby. Some people are going to get it. Some people are going to be able to open Prismatic Evolutions for a non-ridiculous price. But there's also people who are just out there. They see a huge dollar sign bonus, and with the bad comes the good. With the good comes the bad for this particular thing. So, in my opinion, the Prismatic Evolution bundles at Costco, they're a good thing for some collectors. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough in the short term, but eventually, people will have a chance to learn how horribly bad a hit rate Prismatic Evolutions is. And of course, being such a nasty hit rate, I have to admit that that's probably what makes it so darn appealing. So darn appealing for Prismatic Evolutions. I secretly want Black and White to have a great hit rate. There's so many different cards in Black and White. They have Pokeballs, they have Master Balls, they have Art Rares, they have regular Rares holdups. And I'm thinking to myself, that's a lot of cards. That's a lot of cards to pull. And would I want them to have a hit in each pack? I do. As someone who likes to rip a pack here and there, I do. But I know for the fact that Pokemon are going to play the game. They're going to limit it to a trickle because Pokemon are really, really smart. I've seen this in their product designs. I've seen this in how they release product. They're smart. They're learning all the time, and I think Black and White is going to be a horrible hit rate, just like Prismatic. It's going to have some nice cards. It's going to do some damage to the hobby. I think it's going to cause a summertime lull. Summer sets never do well. Very, very rarely do summer sets do well. I really hope that the next set, the September set, has something new in it. Like, it really needs to have something new. So we haven't seen that something new from the Japanese spoilers yet. I'm assuming we're going to see it soon. I hope we're going to see it soon, but we are curious to watch. Now, that's the update. There's new product's expensive. Wow, I've heard this story before. Let's talk a little bit about if you're a new person and you're just joining the hobby. And as a new person, you're faced with this conundrum. I can't find product anywhere. I'm interested in playing Pokemon. I'm interested in collecting cards. My son really wants cards to open. Shamedly, I've had to turn parents away, and I've said, listen, my packs are too expensive because I had no cheap packs on hand. I am a man who will sell packs based on when I buy them. And unfortunately, I'm selling the Mewtwo boxes at a decent price. They're going to go very quickly, but I had to restock Destined Rivals over there. I had to restock them at a higher price, so I can't sell them at a decent price anymore because I want to make margins. And unfortunately, my margins, you can't have... Anyway, advice to a new person. Don't feel that you have to pull every single card. When you're opening packs, it's purely fun. That's the entertainment. But there's a lot of joy that can be sought from acquiring cards through trading, through buying, just regular saving up your money and purchasing, through selling, like getting rid of cards that you don't want, through trade-ins, through just not being so focused on the singular Prismatic Evolutions. Sure, that's what they say. And it's hard to say no to a kid, but unfortunately, it's not in a situation where people can buy that freely. It's not it's not something you can buy off the shelf. And this is bad. It sucks. When it comes to being a new collector, one of the things that I would do is try to really extend or stretch out the Pokemon pack ripping. It's an expensive endeavor, and it needs to last. It needs to be if you're going to do it, put a ceremony around it. I've said this before, but, rip is like a family. Don't do this ripping the packs open and shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Try to make a big event out of it. And you see this all the time with Instagram Reels where the mothers or the fathers are smart enough to make a big deal out of the pack, to attribute or to contribute to the opening. And this really adds to the overall collecting mindset when you're enjoying something together. If you just like dropping a bunch of packs on someone and you can make more of it. You can make more happen in terms of supporting your collector son, daughter when they're opening packs. And at the same time, you could ask questions and start to get them to consider other parts, like buying singles, like, trading singles, like, playing the game. You could start to encourage that activity or inclusion inside the hobby. So that's one of the things for new collectors. I still see there is every once in a while a collector will buy a battle deck. And when I say a collector, I'll say someone who's probably buying, some collectible cards, but also a battle deck. It makes me think, and not that you can't collect and play at the same time, it makes me think that you're sort of an uninformed collector. At one point, I was an uninformed collector. I have this Rayquaza battle box as a reminder. So the very first YouTube video I shot as a solo YouTuber without my son was warning parents that you want to avoid buying battle decks because the kids, they aren't after the battle decks. They're after the collectibles. They're after the packs, and these have no packs in them. They do have the Rayquaza V. I don't know if it's a promo card or what, but they have the Rayquaza V card, and the rest are bulk, right? And the other stuff inside there is not great. Like, it's like a paper playmat. It's like some cardboard damage counters. It's not a great product. So I still see people buying these products, and unless you're a player, unless you're going to play, they're still not a great buy. There's a few products now that they're player products that are nice to have, like the Marnie play deck, the Stevens Metagross play deck. Those are good decks, but they're hard to find. They're rare. Wow. And they have a really cool art inside them. So as a new collector, just be careful. Not all products are made equal. Try to switch as quick as possible to the fact that it's more than just ripping packs and seeing what you get. It's the rest. It's the ceremony of a binder, the review of a binder, the arrangement of a binder. These are all things that you spend time on, spend focus, spend interest, get entertained by. These are all things that are part of the hobby. And I highly encourage you, if you're new to the collector, or if you're a new adult watching, definitely go ahead and participate in that way and be the person next to them. Now, if you're a seasoned collector, if you're seasoned in this hobby, I think upcoming there's going to be a period of, let's call them maybe lower prices. There's definitely going to be a period of acquisition. There was a lot of people who spent a lot of money and came into the hobby. And the truth about the hobby is that people leave. One of the things you want to be doing is keeping an eye out on opportunities where someone is like, I can't take it anymore. I can't buy product. I'm done. Sometimes it's a good opportunity for you to go in and exit them, for you to say, hey, I'll take your collection off your hand. What's it worth? And we're seeing a lot of this on our Facebook group. A lot of people are like posting their collector app and taking offers. And it's not a bad idea to start picking up, because I think we're going to face a lot of this for the next 3 to 6 months. A lot of people are going to depart. And unless Pokemon has some amazing game, some amazing change to Pokemon Go, something different coming for the next phase, a video game that's really well done, something like Legends Arceus. Scarlet and Violet was not the best game. Legends Arceus was truly a great game. They need a great game. And if they somehow manage to create a great game that people are interested in, I think what's going to happen is a lot of those folks will come back to the Pokemon hobby, Pokemon TCG. It's what Pocket did. Pocket brought all the people to the all the people to the stadium, so to speak, of our little hobby. And Pokemon Pocket was great. I don't play it anymore. Do you play it anymore? Are we going to lose how many people are playing it from day to day? Anyway, I hope you guys thought this little blurb was okay. Like I said, interesting thing that happened to me is I got sent this hard case from my top loader distro. And I do buy a lot of top loaders. As you guys know, I ship with top loaders. And they sent me a hard case for my slabs. So, it looks like a good case. I hope you guys enjoy the video. See you next time.